Right now at 5, Vice President Kamala Harris visits La Crosse to discuss healthcare issues. And a 102-year-old veteran is being honored by Congressman Van Orden.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 5.
Good evening and thank you for watching News 8 Now at 5. I'm Emily Brown. Crosse, as Vice President Kamala Harris was at the Hmong Cultural and Community Center to address nursing home care workers. News 8 Now's Michael Germain was at the event. And Michael, what steps is the Biden-Harris administration taking?
Emily, Vice President Harris announced rules regarding senior health care today, stating that everyone throughout Wisconsin deserves access to quality health care. The nursing home minimum staffing rule finalized today will require all nursing homes that receive federal funding through Medicare and Medicaid to provide at least 3.48 hours of nursing care per resident per day. That means a facility with 100 residents would need at least 2 or 3 registered nurses and at least 10 to 11 nurse aides, as well as 2 additional nurse staff to meet their minimum staffing standards.
Medicaid currently pays $125 billion a year to home health care companies, which is hundreds of thousands of workers. Now we are requiring that 80% of that money be spent on paying workers as opposed to administrative overhead costs.
Justin Byers, a worksite leader at SEIU Wisconsin, says he has seen firsthand how understaffing affects healthcare.
This rule is going to make huge advancements towards getting our patients the dignity and respect and aging with grace that they really need.
One nursing assistant says her facility has improved staff to resident ratios.
It's all over, where you go, hospitals, nursing homes. It's always a problem with getting help in there. And I don't know what to do. What can we do to bring this together for everybody can have enough staff?
The new rules will also require facilities to have a registered nurse on site 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The mandate will go into effect in phases, with rural communities having longer time frames. Now, Vice President Harris also stopped by the La Crosse Center today to discuss reproductive rights. Reporting live in La Crosse, Michael Germain, News 8 Now.
All right, thank you, Michael. Harris also made a campaign stop while in La Crosse. Speaking to a crowd at the La Crosse Center, Harris focused on abortion rights. Abortion is a key issue for Biden's re-election campaign. Harris already stopped in Wisconsin twice this year as part of her Fight for Reproductive Rights tour. Today, Harris criticized abortion laws that don't provide exemptions for rape.
The idea that some would be proposing and passing laws that say to a survivor of a crime of violence to their body, a violation to their body, that you don't have a right to make a decision about what happens to your body next, that's immoral.
Wisconsin reverted to an 1849 abortion law after Roe v. Wade was overturned in 2022. Since then, a Dane County judge ruled that the law does not prohibit consensual abortions, but bans feticide. Abortions resumed in some areas in the state following the ruling. Well, with the return of dry and windy weather, burn bans are in effect for the city of La Crosse and town of Madary. According to the Wisconsin DNR, danger for La Crosse County is very high. The La Crosse Fire Department says the ban will likely stay in effect until the area receives substantial rainfall again. While the burn ban is active, the community is urged to be extra cautious. No open burning, including the use of charcoal grills or recreational fire pits, is allowed within the city of La Crosse or the town of Madary. Well, beautiful weekend we had, a little on the chilly side, but those 60-degree temps made its way yesterday. We have a little bit more of that this week, Greg, and we have some rain today.
Yeah, we actually have got some showers coming through right now ahead of the winds in the cloud cover. We did get up to 60 degrees, but the showers are coming through. And you notice with Michael's thing, you saw the flag whipping in the background. We do have the winds out there you've noticed all day. that is continuing too for most of the area. Right now, for this evening, that's really going to be the stories we look out. The showers are going to be coming through for the next several hours. Very spotty, very light amounts, and the winds will slowly decrease, but that's what you may see. Same story for Eau Claire. A better chance up there you'll actually see more measurable rain, but still, it's not going to last too long. Then we'll see some winds begin to drop off. Temperatures still fairly mild in the 50s. That wind will also begin to drop down. There's your line of showers, maybe a storm further south. A lot of this probably still is not reaching the ground. It's cloud cover, but that is what we're tracking across the areas. Highs remain in the 60s. They did climb up well into the 60s, almost 70 in a few spots ahead of this system that's coming through. Timing out. As I mentioned, we're going to see some of the clouds begin to decrease once the showers wrap up later tonight. So we will still see some partial clearing, temperatures falling back into the 40s. The winds will lighten up, still remain from the southwest overnight. That will keep the temperatures up overnight, mainly in the 40s. Now, we do have another system coming on the backside of this that's going to change the wind direction tomorrow and give us another round of very light showers. Dry conditions, but yes, we do have some significant rain potentially towards the end of the week, and I'll break that down a bit later in the broadcast.
All right. Thank you, Greg. The teen accused of starting a fire in a Sparta Walmart has pleaded not guilty. 17-year-old Emma Smith is charged with arson, first-degree recklessly endangering safety, criminal damage to property, and disorderly conduct. Back in December, she was allegedly responsible for starting a fire that ended up causing more than $7.5 million in damages. Smith was arraigned in Monroe County Court this morning. Her next court appearance is in mid-June. A 102-year-old veteran is being honored today. Congressman Derek Van Orden stopped by the VFW in Eau Claire to present Chippewa Falls resident Neil Korn with 5 medals for his service during World War II. News 8 Now's Jeremy Wall has this story.
Yeah, Emily, Korn was 19 years old when he joined the United States Army. He served in World War II and was deployed to East Africa and England during the invasion of France. The medals were awarded more than 80 years after he first joined the Army. According to Congressman Van Orden, Korn should have had these medals sooner. During World War II, he was in Normandy, picking up bodies and helping wounded soldiers on the beach for 45 days. He then put himself on the front lines fighting Germans during Battle of the Bulge. Van Orden reflects on Korn's work.
He saw good things and bad things. World War II is horrific, but this is a way to remind him and his family, that he actually answered the call to go defend us.
Korn is also being honored with an Eagle Feather Award from the OB-GYN community. Coming up at 6, we'll hear from Korn and his family about his time in World War II. Emily.
All right, what an honor. Thank you, Jeremy. The Supreme Court hears a landmark homelessness case, its first in decades. The details of the case as justices weigh whether cities can punish people without shelter for sleeping outside.
It's time for more fun moments at Fanati's.
Hi, everybody. Good to see you. Hi. Come on in, take a look around.
Fanati's has so many treats, it'll make you feel like a kid in a candy store.
Look at all the candy kids.
Or a mom.
And I'll take this.
Or a grandma. You guys got some awesome treats today. Hope you had a lot of fun. Brought to you locally by Fanati's Nut and Chocolate Shop in downtown La Crosse.
Spring is here, and April showers bring nasty, dirty, clogged, leaking, mosquito breeding gutters. Hi, Andrew Larson here with Larson Home Services and Gutter Shutter Gutters, Wisconsin's largest, most durable, clog-free gutter system. Get back to the things that you really enjoy. Hunting, fishing, golfing, boating, being with family and friends, or just playing with your dog. Go get it. Remember, when you think gutters, think Larson Home Services.
Your home, a place of comfort and safety, could be trying to tell you something. Interior cracks, sloping floors, hard to open doors and windows are all signals of foundation failure that you can't ignore. At American Waterworks, we use modern techniques and warranted solutions to restore your peace of mind in your home. After all, your home's foundation issues won't get better with time, but it will with our proven solutions. Choose confidence, choose reliability, choose American Waterworks.
It's spring bonus season. Time to take control of your spring in a new Ford truck. Get started with exclusive spring bonus offers at your local Northland Ford dealers. Then own the season behind the wheel of your new Ford. Whether you're looking for power or capability, There's a Ford truck waiting for you at your local Northland Ford dealers. Get in the driver's seat today. Get an F-150 XLT with 1.9% financing for 72 months, plus up to $2,000 spring bonus cash. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
Hey, Dad, look.
Us.
This is the magma chamber.
This isn't us, is it? When did we get so connected to our devices and so disconnected from each other?
She's not answering.
What? And when our phones have turned us into this,
LT,
what do you do when you're a company that sells them?
we gotta fix this.
It's time to find what we're missing. Join us in taking a break from our devices. Take the phones down for 5 challenge for 5 days, 5 hours, or even just 5 minutes.
Feels good.
And let's find us again. US Cellular, built for us.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
A group of homeless people in Grants Pass, Oregon sued when the city passed a law in 2018 which banned camping by homeless people in the town. That case made it all the way to the Supreme Court, where justices heard arguments today about whether the ban can be considered a cruel and unusual punishment. Nicole Skanga has more details from the Supreme Court.
The nation's struggle with homelessness reached the Supreme Court Monday for arguments about whether a ban on people sleeping in Grants Pass, Oregon's public parks is constitutional.
What will the city do if you don't prevail here?
The city's hands will be tied. It will be forced to surrender its public spaces as it has been.
The law fines people nearly $300 for sleeping outside when shelter beds are available. Repeat offenders can be sent to jail for 30 days. Lawyers for the city argued the law is compassionate. The High Court's conservative justices seemed open to those claims.
How does this law help deal with the complicated policy issues?
One of the most difficult challenges is getting people the help that they need, and laws like this allow cities to intervene.
The court's liberal justices questioned whether the law criminalizes homelessness.
What you do is say only homeless people who sleep outdoors will be arrested. That's the testimony of your chief of police.
There's nothing in the law that criminalizes homelessness. I really
That's what you say, but if I look at the record and see differently, it's a different argument.
The appeals court struck down the measure, saying it violated the 8th Amendment because it punishes people for something they don't have control over. Monday, justices weighed whether homelessness is someone's status or their conduct.
A number of us, I think, are having difficulty with the distinction between status and conduct.
Violating this ordinance means you're homeless. So again, homelessness is not something you can that you do. It's just something that you are.
A ruling is expected by the end of June. Nicole Skanga, CBS News, the Supreme Court.
A number of mayors, both liberal and conservative from across the country, submitted briefs in support of the Grants Pass case. Meanwhile, homeless rights advocates protested outside the courthouse during arguments. The first day of testimony has concluded in former President Trump's hush money trial. The presumptive Republican presidential nominee faces 34 felony counts of falsifying business records. He's accused of using his former lawyer, Michael Cohen, to funnel payments to adult film star Stormy Daniels before the 2016 presidential election. In opening statements, prosecutors alleged the former president orchestrated a criminal scheme to corrupt the election. Defense attorneys argued Trump is innocent and that the Manhattan District Attorney's Office should never have brought this case. The trial is expected to last several weeks. President Biden celebrating Earth Day with an announcement of billions of dollars meant to increase household access to solar power. How this and a new government program will help the U.S. tackle the climate crisis.
We got some showers today, maybe some showers tomorrow, not an all-day rain by any means, and maybe some wind, and then drier conditions for a Wednesday. I'll plan all that out and track how much rain we might get and what the end of the weekend looks like. All that coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
We've all seen what's happening at our border. President Biden and Senator Baldwin's open border policy has brought more than 10 million illegal immigrants into our country. That's double the population of Wisconsin. Our country was already struggling to provide housing and health care to our citizens. And tragically, we're losing over 100,000 Americans a year to the drugs that pour over our open border. Their policy is wrong. I'm Eric Hovde. I approve this message, and I'll work to fix this problem.
Dad always said I was special, that I would do something big someday. But for a while, we were just worried about getting to tomorrow. At UW Health, we found the team that made it their mission. Not just to get me through the day, but to give me a new life and a new kidney. Now, my future is infinite. UW Health. Remarkable.
It's time to get out and rediscover Ho-Chunk Gaming Black River Falls. Grab your friends and play for the day, or 2, or 3. It's time for you to win, laugh, and enjoy. Over 650 slot machines, tables, bingo, great rewards, delicious food. Ho-Chunk Gaming, just what you need. Get out again and experience the difference at Ho-Chunk Gaming Black River Falls.
It's spring bonus season. Time to take control of your spring in a new Ford SUV. Get started with exclusive spring bonus offers at your local Northland Ford dealers. Then own the season behind the wheel of your new Ford. Whether you're looking for new adventures or dominating the day-to-day, there's a Ford SUV waiting for you at your local Northland Ford dealers. Get in the driver's seat today. Now, get a new 2024 Ford Bronco Sport starting around $29,995. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
President Biden celebrated Earth Day by announcing $7 billion in EPA grants to increase household access to solar power. He traveled to William Forest Park in Triangle, Virginia, to talk about the Solar for All program, which offers homeowners grants and loans to install solar panels on their property. The president says the EPA will make 60 grants covering every U.S. state and territory to help reduce carbon pollution by more than 30 metric tons over the next 25 years.
And it's a big deal. This new Solar for All program means that 900,000 households, 900,000, will have solar on the rooftops for the first time and soon. Millions of families will save over $400 a year in utility bills, and that's $350 million nationwide.
The president also announced the first jobs available as part of the American Climate Corps. Under the training program, more than 2,000 young people in 36 states can apply for positions aimed at fighting climate change, including installing solar panels, battling wildfires, and rebuilding wetlands. Well, sunny and windy today, but hey, Greg, I'll take the wind any day if it comes with that warmth. Let's see how long these 60-degree temps are going to be lasting.
Yeah, with the system coming through ahead of it, we got the warm temperatures. And in fact, even tomorrow behind it, we're still going to get up into the 60s. So 60s are here, but then we'll have a cool down. But here's your shower still coming through. Once again, a lot of this is not reaching the ground. It's just too dry, but we will see a period of some light rain, sprinkles, maybe even a storm potentially far southwest Wisconsin as it pushes through here fairly quickly. Once again, once we get by 8 o'clock, it should all be pretty much wrapped up. But that's what we have this evening. The winds will begin to die down a little bit. Tomorrow we have more showers. We'll have winds again, but there'll be a different direction from the northwest. Maybe a thunderstorm once again. And then we're keeping an eye on Wednesday morning. Looks like once we clear out, skies clear out, winds die down, we might see another night of freezing, sub-freezing temperatures. But here, looking at 10 p.m., all the activity really has pushed east. Just a few spotty showers or even sprinkles, really. Some clearing skies overnight will allow temperatures to fall, but the winds will be at the southwest, so they should keep these temperatures mainly in the 40s as you wake up. We'll start seeing some cloud cover increase, but overall it should be dry to start your morning off tomorrow. Then as we go towards noon, you'll notice the temperatures climb up to the mid-50s, near 60. But notice to the northwest, here comes that next system, and the wind change is going to be from the southwest to now you see more blue coming, and that's really northwest winds will be with this. And here's that little bit of line of showers that may develop tomorrow afternoon. A few ahead, a few behind, but very narrow. Even a thunderstorm as this comes through. So tomorrow evening's commute, you might see a shower or a thunderstorm come through, most areas will probably just see increasing clouds, that wind turning around to the northwest, and eventually north too towards tomorrow's evening. So temperatures still getting up in the 60s tomorrow, but the wind change would be something to keep in mind up toward the afternoon. Overall winds too tonight should drop off. Fairly light overnight, but still 10 to 15 as you wake up tomorrow morning. And then they will get up into that 15 to 20 mile per hour range by the afternoon. Once again, to the northwest, not to the southwest that we had today. Won't do too much of the temperatures. We'll still get up in the 60s. And then by tomorrow evening and then tomorrow night, the winds definitely lighten up and become really light and variable. That sets up a cold Wednesday morning, but beyond Wednesday, Thursday, we got a really active pattern coming. We're gonna have one system that'll begin to approach the area by Thursday night, spreading quite a bit of rain, showers, thunderstorms, periods of rain, probably Thursday night through Friday. That'll continue to early Saturday. We might see a little bit of a break come there, and I kind of skipped through that, a break coming through there, and then we'll see potentially another frame of precipitation that would be more Saturday evening through Sunday too. So it's going to be a wet weekend. Amounts 2 to 3 potential inches with this. It's going to be a widespread rain event through next Monday. A lot of areas will get a good soaking of this. The positive thing with this is severe potential right now stays just to the south as we get close to Friday, and then by Saturday it kind of scoots back to the south. So I think that will stay to our south. We shouldn't have too much to worry about that, but it is going to be a wet period, so something to keep in mind of if you have weekend plans or at least Friday plans. You're going to be battling with showers and thunderstorms quite a bit. But for tonight, really, we'll see a few showers this evening. Temperatures still falling back into the 40s with those winds lightening up a little bit. And as we go through tomorrow, that brief area of showers maybe towards tomorrow afternoon, evening. Otherwise, 60s with the winds changing back to the northwest. And then, as I mentioned, Wednesday morning definitely could be a cold morning, 20s and 30s. We stay dry through Thursday, and then the wet period Thursday night through all the way through next Monday. Really is going to be something to keep an eye on, although our temperatures do climb up to the upper 60s, near 70 in that time frame. But it's going to be a wet period coming up and stormy. Good news, severe weather does look to stay towards south.
Warmer. And that's
a little
what we
bit
like
warmer.
To hear. That's what we like to see and feel and all the things. All right. Thank you, Greg. When we come back, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame announces this year's inductees, and a renowned pop star shatters another record with her new album. The details in just a bit.
Tomorrow on News 8 Now this morning, we'll have the co-founder and executive director of Black in studio with us to talk about their upcoming Wingapalooza wing tasting competition.
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
Buygoff and Rohde had your back then, and we have your back now. We've been Wisconsin's personal injury powerhouse for over 50 years. Buygoff and Rohde. Serious injuries need serious lawyers.
It's not very often a fella gets to offer the best products in the marketplace at a price lower than most others. When I look at this beautiful showroom, when I consider the quality of our products and the team of 80 exceptional professionals, we should be higher priced, but we're not. If you have any doubts for your next home improvement project, you should contact the board store today. It's not all the sales and discounts, it's the bottom line that counts, and you'll get no better bottom line than at the board store home improvements.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we get you outdoors because we get you. Whether you're ready to build your dream yard or get out on the water, we get you the right products at the right prices. Like 40-pound bags of Blaine's brand wild bird food, $16.99. 5 quarts of Citgo's SuperGuard full synthetic motor oil, $21.99 after sale and rebate. Rewards members save an extra $2. And all Fram oil filters are 15% off for rewards members. We get you outdoors because we get you at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
There are trucks, and then there's the GMC Sierra, available with the connected driving experience and the world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. GMC Sierra. It's the truck. Or get $3,500 purchase cash on select GMC Sierra models. Or get a total of $6,000 purchase allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
Visit your best choice GMC dealer today.
Buygoff and Rohde. We've been Wisconsin's personal injury powerhouse for over 50 years, and we have the #1 personal injury attorney in Eau Claire. Buygoff and Rohde. Serious injuries need serious lawyers.
See the stories you missed or watch them again on our YouTube page. Or find us at news8000.com. Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Well, this may surprise no one, but Taylor Swift is once again shattering records. The artist's latest album, which dropped Friday, became the most streamed LP on its first day across Spotify, Amazon Music, and Apple Music. The double album, titled The Tortured Poets Department, was streamed 300 million times on Friday on Spotify alone, and its opening track, Fortnite, became the platform's most streamed song in a single day. This is Swift's 11th studio album, and with it, she's literally outdone herself, taking over the Spotify title previously held by her 10th album, Midnights. Switching genres, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame announced its 2024 class of inductees. In the performer category, the inductees are Cher, Mary J. Blige, Dave Matthews Band, Ozzy Osbourne, Peter Frampton, Foreigner, Kool and the Gang, and A Tribe Called Quest. For the Musical Excellence Award, it's Dionne Warwick, Jimmy Buffett, MC5, and Norman Whitfield. To be eligible, an individual artist or band must have released its first commercial recording at least 25 years before the nomination year. The induction ceremony takes place October 19th in Cleveland, Ohio. And we'll have another look at tonight's forecast after the break.
You just have to get in the seat of a John Deere 1 Series tractor. Not because of how easy it is to use, or because of our expert dealers. Not even because it has implements for every job. You just have to get in the seat, because breaking ground on your dream home feels pretty great.
Visit Tractor Central, take a seat, and see for yourself why nothing runs like a Deere. Start now at TractorCentral.com.
Spring is here! The grass is getting green and the flowers are blooming. And along with that comes the rain. Hi, Andrew Larson here from Larson Home Services. When's the last time someone inspected your roof, giving you the peace of mind that your roof was good to go for another year? At Larson Home Services, we'll give you a free 16-point inspection letting you know the true condition of your roof. Remember, when you think roofing, think Larson, Wisconsin's best roofing experience.
Are you ready to build your future? Stella Jones Corporation in Bangor is hiring and wants you to apply. Starting wage for laborers up to $18 per hour with a $2,500 hiring bonus. No experience but a great attitude? Then apply today. Stella Jones Corporation is where safety matters and wages sustain a comfortable living. If you have what it takes and can stand behind our railroads, then we want you to apply today.
The Honda you want is here. Get a great offer on the stylish HR-V or the Civic. Which car and driver called fun to drive? There's never been a better time to drive in the moment with Honda. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
After I decided my pain was too much, and my doctor actually suggested that I do visit the Good Feet store. Pretty amazing when they put the arch supports in your shoe and you walk around and you realize there's not pain and you think, how can this arch support in my shoe make my back pain go away? But it works. And how can it make my knee pain go away? It was incredible.
Hip, knee, or back pain? See if arch supports can help you at the Good Feet store.
All right, we still got the showers coming through. A few sprinkles of showers could be there throughout the evening, but most areas will remain dry and just cloud cover. By about 8 or 9, most of that will push east, but something to keep in mind of if you have any outdoor activities right now. You might see some activity right there. Otherwise, as we look through the 8-day forecast, dry once we get through a few showers on Tuesday. Definitely look out for Wednesday morning frost or freeze potential, dry Thursday, and then it does get wet towards the end of the week.
Feeling and looking like April, though, finally.
It's pretty much typical April.
We're back on track. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for joining us for News 8 Now at 5. We'll see you at 6.